Well, hello and welcome under the table. I'm Bum Bubblegum, and this is my new YouTube channel. On this channel, you can expect to find me reacting to all sorts of different kind of videos, from entertainment, historical, and everything in between. And if you enjoy the content that you're watching, then go ahead and press that subscribe button to receive notification whenever I post more videos. And if you can't get enough Bum Bubblegum, then feel free to follow me over on Twitch. Links to that in the video that we'll be describing in the description below. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. And today we'll be reacting to the world's largest Jello pool by Mark Robber. I got to admit, I've only seen a couple of this man's videos. I remember a while back, like a couple months ago, he put out a video about getting your packages stolen, and he made a device to where he was able to record the reaction of people stealing his package when a glitter bomb went off, and he literally glitter went everywhere. And not to mention another little nasty surprise. If you haven't seen that video, I would 100% go to Mark Robber's channel and check it out. It's definitely worth it. But today it's about a actual pool of Jello, and who hasn't had the fantasy as a kid to jump into and swim in food like Jello and you know, cream, like you know, I was gonna say cream cheese, but I don't like cream cheese. I mean pudding. That's what that's what I was looking for, pudding. But he definitely has engineering skills, so I look forward to see how he got this done. Let's go check it out. And here we go.
This is the world's first ever actual pool of Jello. And while it
looks like
simple, it's actually a very difficult engineering challenge to pull off. As proof, if you Google Jello pool, you'll either find bad CGI or a handful of videos of people who tried to do
it just looks like water.
It really didn't work out. So today, we're going to answer possibly the longest standing question for my
like it actually looks springy.
Belly flop in a pool of Jello. But before we do that, I want to talk about what we actually had to go through.
Yeah, that last one just looked like water.
The idea of a Jello pool has been on my bucket list for over 4 years.
Oh, you gotta love the Mike Tyson's Punch-Out shirt.
And I made the 25 million Orbeez pool. Our first idea was to do a pool of Jello, but it's really hard. Because if you've ever made Jello, you might recall you first have to boil water, then mix in the powder, and then you have to refrigerate it for it to actually get firm.
Jello.
And that's easy enough to do for a small dish, but how do you boil and then refrigerate an entire pool? This seemed like a very worthy engineering challenge. So last year at Thanksgiving, my brother and I came up with a plan, and then in the middle of winter, we started digging a hole in his backyard. Then over the course of 2 months, we set up a bunch of small-scale experiments because we needed to answer questions like how much gelatin powder does it actually take to get to the ideal firmness, and how hot and then
way over my head
actually need to get for the Jello chemical reaction to take place so it will actually get firm. And from our experiments, we learned the Jello always got firm as long as the mixture got hotter than 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So we decided we could scale this up by using 6 55-gallon drums with a custom propane burner underneath and a spigot we welded to the sides, but more on that later. So now we knew how we were going to heat it up, but how do you refrigerate an entire pool? For that, we teamed up with Mother Nature and just picked the perfect location and time of year. We installed a thermometer, and starting in January,
I was about to say heated pools is a thing, but obviously not boiling.
Refrigerator temperatures at night, but not freezer temperatures, because that would freeze the Jello, and our experiment showed that totally ruins it. And so after looking at our data plus historical temperature plots, we knew we had about a
I've actually never seen frozen Jello.
Towards the end of April.
That was the first time I ever saw it.
Our goal was to have a Jello pool party in his backyard that would make even Phineas and Ferb jealous. So the plan was to start 7 days before the party and fill the pool with an average of 10 barrels every day. That would give each layer a chance to get exposed to the cold night air to more efficiently get rid of the heat. And so with that, first thing Saturday, a full week before the party, we got to work.
See, to know to do it in increments, like, I mean,
we didn't want to waste
humans are so impressive,
so
man.
Water and gelatin powder and food
for people to just figure this stuff out. All the barrels are different colors. I wonder if it's going to be different colored Jello, or they're just going to stick with the red. Looks like just red. Wow. Some catchy music. It's a bopper.
We intentionally placed our barrels.
Yeah, it looks like it's all red.
Pool, so when we were ready, we could use the potential energy to move the Jello from the barrels to the pool. We had to tackle about 1,000 other issues that came up that I won't bore you with, but day by day and layer by layer, the pool began to fill up. Because the Jello went in with so much heat energy we needed to remove before it could get firm, in addition to using the cold night air, my brother's neighbor Nick happened to have a spare swamp cooler in his shop. So we kept that
What's a
running
swamp
over the
cooler?
pool pretty much the whole week. This gave us convection cooling. It's the equivalent of rolling down a car window for the pool, or like when you blow on the top of a hot cup of soup. This constantly replaces the boundary layer of air right at the surface with fresh cold air that will suck out the heat more efficiently. And so as we put in the final batch Friday night, with ominous weather threatening to ruin the whole effort, at this point we had done all we could.
Oh no.
We were exhausted after a week, and
Could you imagine if the weather ruined that?
My specialty is more with mechanical things, and this project was
Yeah, see, that was the glitter box I was telling you about.
And I didn't want that lame jelly boff stuff people try and pass off as Jello. And so even if it didn't last long in the sun, I wanted to at least have the experience of seeing even a single belly flop on a smooth pool of actual Jello. If this was going to be a total failure, it wouldn't be from lack of effort. And so we woke up Saturday morning with a forecast for a warm, sunny day, and we pulled off the tarp to find
the mountain in the background is just beautiful. Could you, wow.
Jello.
I live on the East Coast in Florida, so we don't even have hills, let alone mountains. Wow. Look at it just shake!
Definitely spread around as to what we were up to. And my brother asked if some of their friends' kids could have first dibs. And so with that, I'm happy to report this is what it looks like to belly flop in a pool of Jello.
He just, wow. Wow. Look at the ripples, man. Look at it, he's just totally on top. He's so light. You can't even penetrate it. I bet you my big butt. Ooh. Yeah, he can't even get in it. He's too light. I'd go right in. But look at he's starting to break up the perfect chunks. It ain't ever gonna. Oh, actually he did break it. It was just the going out flat wasn't enough pressure, obviously. Yeah, see? The weight's distributed more when he's long ways. How cool, man. That is awesome. Man, humans are just cool. The fact that somebody just did this, a bunch of people, just gives you faith, man. Just to bring a thought that all the kids, you know, everybody's had thoughts like this in their childhood. Actually do it. Yeah, see, once you start breaking it in, it don't look that great. Nothing's gonna look as good as when it was perfectly flat. But hey, look at it like congeal back together though. That's really kind of look like cherry slushy all over them.
When I first got in myself,
wow.
It was closer to the middle of the day, and one of the things we discovered was that direct sunlight over time had the effect of undoing some of the solidness of the lower layers. When you go in, it just like fills your nose and like ears. It's a very surreal feeling of just being like, it's kind of hard to move, but it's just slimy and slippery. It actually feels really cool. We have some pool toys hidden underneath. Got it! Wow! It's unlike anything. It's like swimming in snot, if that makes any sense.
But like a good snot.
Yeah, a good
For
one.
even longer if we were
Yeah,
to do it
that
again,
thought
we
wasn't.
might put in a heat exchanger pipe system beneath the surface.
Why would you
sort
do
of
it
like how we
again?
freeze indoor ice skating rinks. And maybe use a little sugar.
That I didn't need to
At this point,
see.
you might be thinking, why would anyone spend the effort of 6 months of planning and then a solid week of
For a really cool
effort
video
to
and make a
cool
dream
Jello?
come
And
true.
to that I say, why do people go through the effort of
Exactly.
climbing Mount Everest?
100%.
Why did Neil Armstrong go through the effort
Amen,
of stepping
sir.
on the moon? And why did Pam and Jim go through the effort of convincing Dwight that Jim had always been Asian?
This is Jim.
Sometimes you don't do a thing because you should, but simply to prove that you can. Now that my curiosity was fully satiated, and in my ongoing quest to be the favorite uncle, I told my nephews they could invite some of their friends over, and my brother's family set up a neighborhood barbecue. And at this point, after a lot of hours of belly flops and bowling balls and direct sunlight, the Jello was pretty broken down, but that didn't stop us from setting up a Jello pool slip and slide.
All the grass and stuff going in it, it would be. Yeah, now it's more like water. Nothing's like when it that first.
Fail moment, because apparently none of them have ever used a slip and slide.
Yeah, until somebody breaks their neck. It should just be continued to be grass forward. Having like the edges of the pool is very dangerous. The pool itself obviously fine, but ew! Don't drink it. Ugh. You know, I know it. There's something weird, like you see people in a regular pool and you don't think about it. I guess just because the liquid's just so.
So it's kind of disgusting. So we've got some real.
What the?
This was a bucket list
I will
video
100%
had for
subscribe.
as long as I can remember, and I wouldn't have been able to pull it off if it wasn't for the support of my friends at NordVPN. As I'm sure you know by now, by using a VPN, you can surf the web anonymously, your location stays private, and your data is encrypted. And for my friends in the EU, you might have heard recently that Article 13.
Old Article 13, yay.
You love to use will be forced to be far more restrictive. And we're not
Hey,
saying
but-
you do this, but hypothetically, if you're using a VPN,
Exactly.
you can virtually teleport and trick the internet to think you're in any country you want. And NordVPN is the best because they have thousands of servers in over
I was gonna
61
say it,
countries,
but
plus they have a 30-day
we all
money-back
know what came
guarantee
after
on the
America.
super remote chance you try it and for some reason you're not totally satisfied. But to virtually teleport all around the world, or given today's headlines, if you're just ready to take your privacy more seriously, you can go to nordvpn.com/markrober or use the link in the video description for 75% off their 3-year plans, which works out to less than $3 a month. So it's nordvpn.com/markrober, and if you use the code
Oh, I said Robert earlier.
throw in an extra
Rober.
month for free.
I'm sorry,
Thanks
Mark.
for watching.
No, thank you, Mark. Whoa. I might have to go back and react to some of these other videos I just saw in that clip there. But no, thank you very much, Mark, for that content. Like, I truly do appreciate it. And just thank you for making a childhood dream come true so we could all witness it. But with that, let's go talk about it. Well, my goodness, that was one heck of a video. That was definitely a childhood dream come true. I think I've mentioned it multiple times during and before the reaction itself, but it honestly blows my mind the amount of people that we have in the world to be able to. Who hasn't had that thought as a child to swim in, you know, I wish I could, you know, like a Scrooge McDuck situation, but in a random food instead of a, you know, money. That would hurt. That would actually probably break your bones. That's definitely a channel I'm going to have to subscribe to, and I'm going to check out some more of their content in the future. If you like what you saw and you'd like to see more, just leave a comment and let me know what you would like to see. Remember to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and go and share some support to the original content creator. I hope everybody has yourselves a good day.